I'm guessing the 7.
It is.
It is.
But this there is a 6:59.
And we live.
Yeah, welcome back to the couch. You got yours truly, the man right here. Except we got Big Worm with the perm, and we got Big Walton Gamble.
GA.
Man,
What's up, Donnie? Been a minute.
yeah, it have, man. I had to take a break, man.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, take a break.
You had one this weekend.
But anyway, have y'all been watching? I think you texted me, Corey, about the Tulsa King.
Yeah, but man, I can't find it no more.
It's on
What is it on?
Paramount.
But I can't. I look for it. The second season show on Paramount.
The second who?
The second show.
If all fails, you can go watch the bootleg version on YouTube.
Hey, there you go. Free.
The bootleg version is on. It's on YouTube.
Don't mind free.
My God said he watching the fuzzy version.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, I'm saying that's it's on there to where you can if that's what you need to do.
Hey, I like it though.
No, it's good.
It's damn good.
Yeah.
This gave me something else to watch.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone is a great actor, even in this, from Rambo to Rocky to all whatever he played in to this.
But I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised that, because he's a mega movie star, and for him to do a TV series.
Everybody been doing
I
stuff
think it's
like
the
that, though.
think it's the change, man. You know, you talking about that show could run. That show could be like something, man. I can run for a long time.
It could.
It could. I doubt it'd be like that
Me too.
No,
I think the wrong network got it for that.
because that was this is something different.
but that network stuff is changing though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't have it.
True,
Paramount.
true. So,
I mean, it's on DirecTV though.
so on Hulu,
Is it?
Yeah, I mean the channel is,
yeah.
But,
That's what you,
but anyhow, man, we had two kids from Texarkana. Graduated a couple years ago. They hit the portal yesterday.
man.
Marcus Berries of Texas A&M, and you had Clay Smith of Oklahoma. Those guys, decided that it's time for, I don't know, a redo. I'm guessing, things wasn't necessarily working or how they imagined it would at the school they chose to go there for 4 years, and so now they're checking out. So,
I mean, you look at one situation. One went in to play a different position and got switched. Mm-hmm. One went to college, play under one coaching staff, and that got switched.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So it's almost a perfect storm, and it's kind of glad why the portal does exist, because the kids are not lost, don't get lost in all of that
Right.
translation when the coach go get a better job or something like that.
Right.
But that kid also has to have enough film, out of that.
Yeah.
I'm in that situation to transfer. Man, and this portal is going crazy right now.
It is. Man, you got so many kids, but you got kids that was starters
Right.
Yes.
at big schools that's in the portal, right? Now, some situations I understand. Like, there's a kid from Miami. He just got there. He's in the portal, but he's not in the portal because he's unhappy, because he started. He's in the portal because his mom got some medical condition and he's trying to get close to her.
Okay, that's understandable.
But you have, like, the starting quarterback from North Carolina.
Yes.
Drake May?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit, he's at Arkansas yesterday.
Hit the portal?
Yes.
He's at
What?
Arkansas yesterday.
Spencer Sanders, Oklahoma State quarterback.
Yes.
9,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Why? You got one more year left. Where you trying to go?
I don't know. It's like everybody's out to get some money, or
Yeah.
think they can go out here and get some money if they go to another school, and
That's
some of them
not
they
the
already
case,
big
man.
big schools.
That's not the case. I mean,
It doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't. I mean, you leaving, you're a starter, man. You got
Yeah.
a job.
It doesn't make any
Unless
sense.
you, I mean,
Yesterday at like 3:30, I got on Twitter, and from 3:30 to like 8 last night, man, it's so many kids in that portal that I ain't gonna say I forgot about, but at some of the schools they were at, I just did not see them leaving them schools, especially at Bama. Bama was just like a crap.
Bama lost like
yesterday.
8 or 9 yesterday. Starters. I mean, they went out. Most of them a lot of them were starters.
Well, the crazy thing about it is what positions they lost. It was mostly wide receivers and O-linemen.
They had a lineman that hadn't given up a sack.
I know.
In 35 games.
Guard.
The guard.
Yes.
I mean, that's an NFL type of guy.
Yeah.
And you lost him for what?
Yeah. Something. Hey,
That made me think that guy about to get up out of there.
That's what I think.
it's
what I think.
some. Hey, college football is a new monster now.
That's what I think, man.
That sounds like Nick's
I mean,
about
DJ Ugalier got benched in this ACC championship and transferred.
Yes, but here's the thing though. But all these people that's getting this portal though,
None.
it's good if you have somebody that's gonna want you.
Yes.
That part.
But
that's
there's so many
question mark.
kids that get in this portal and they be left in the portal because nobody comes after them.
They said nearly 1,000 hit yesterday.
Yeah, so it's like
877.
Yeah.
and that's not even just a small portion of it. It's gonna be more than that.
I
Do you
mean-
know how many kids from last year's portal that was still in portal?
Yeah. Gonna be at home. I heard, I know we're gonna get on that conversation. I heard Dion tell his team before you hit the portal, contact me because you might get left at home. If you
Yeah.
hit it.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening with a lot of kids. They get left at home.
Yeah. But anyway, so good luck to those two boys. Hopefully they find a new home.
Believe they
They
will.
can settle in and make some noise on the football field again.
Believe it will. No matter what level.
But anyway, man, we had on my time away, we had some offers that was given out to some kids in Texarkana that I want to give some knowledge to. So we got some offers. But shout out to the freshman Tredarian Ball
That's
for
huge.
getting his second D1 offer to TCU from TCU. They didn't win Big 12, did they?
No,
No.
but they in the college
They lost on
playoffs.
OT.
Yeah, but
They in the college playoffs.
shout out to them.
That's crazy.
Well, not even shout out to them. I can give a damn about them.
What you mean?
Shout out to him.
But shout out to him for getting his offer. My boy got a lot of big things ahead of him,
Well deserved.
no doubt.
Freshman.
Yes. So again, shout out to him, and we have another one. So shout out to Tristan Powell
Yes, sir. Like that.
for getting his first D1 offer from Arkansas State.
But it's the second offer, right?
Is it?
It's the second
That was
offer.
his first one.
No.
What was the first one for?
There's another one before that.
Was it?
I can't remember, but
Oh,
there's-
okay.
There's another offer, but he got two.
Oh, okay. So both of them D1s? Or he got
Not-
D2?
I'm not sure about the number two, the first one.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't. I can't remember. But he got two.
I got you. Well, anyhow, shout out to Tristan Powell for your second offer.
For sure.
I'm sure he'll get, more also.
Yeah.
But, it's always good when you see these youngsters out here getting these offers.
Yes,
What
sir.
position did he play?
Well, that particular offer from Arkansas State is for linebacker.
Gotcha.
And of course, now with Ball, I'm sure a lot of his stuff is like running back, but I think you can just give him an offer and figure it out when he get there.
Is he down as an athlete?
To me, I think he should.
Me
I'm
too.
sure he's probably getting his offers running back, but that's a Mr. Do It All kid.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I guess that might be his first offer because he went to SMU this past couple weeks ago.
Oh,
He went to SMU a couple weeks ago.
so
I thought he got another offer though.
Ball is one of them type of talents that he's talented. He's an athlete, so I think you can put him anywhere and he gonna make whatever position he
yeah.
playing. Like that's supposed to be. That's his natural position. But I think he can be a
Right.
natural.
It's just crazy. He still got 3 years of high school.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean,
That is crazy, man.
when you got it, you got it, man.
If you ask me, he's gonna be one of the hottest prospects we never had come out this way.
I believe it.
In a while.
Yeah, sometimes those people get like they get hot early, but the hot it goes from hot to cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be hot throughout.
Yeah.
Right.
He can-
You know, I don't think his I don't know, far as high school football recruitment stuff, it's gonna ever cool down. Cause it ain't hot yet. It's still cold.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's still cold.
Oh yeah.
But he will.
Cause he has what, 3 now with TCU?
No, there's
Two.
he has 2. He has
Two.
San Antonio and then
TCU.
TCU.
Okay.
Just trying to wait till he get to the hill by the sophomore junior year. He might see the blue bloods come then.
Yeah.
But that's normally how it starts in this area.
Yeah.
Your UTSA, your TCU, and then boom, it just light up.
Here they come.
Yeah. Now, so again, shout out to those 2 boys, and man, it's time to get into some of this all district award winners.
I just don't understand the all district anymore.
I don't either. I don't either. That's what we was talking about, wasn't it? I didn't know if you're in the same district. I didn't know the same people could be voted for the same thing.
I think that's just per school, man. I think that's.
It has to be.
Because back in the day, it was just the whole district. You got an MVP, you got a first team this, you got a superlative award this, you got a first team, you got a second team, you got an honorable mention.
Yeah,
right.
I don't necessarily know because, for instance, so LE had somebody that's utility player of the year.
Right.
Well, here, how do you have 2? Because PG has one also.
Yeah, I think every school has.
So I don't understand how somebody can be awarded the same award in the same district.
Right. It's just I think it's by school. I like the old way.
Yeah, the old way would make sense.
You are what you are.
If you're all this, you're all this. If you ain't, you ain't.
If you're all Northeast Texas, you all Northeast Texas. If you all state, you all state. But everything's got so many stuff now. I mean, how many all state things they got now?
I mean, it's only one that matter.
Yeah, I mean,
if it ain't AP,
That's it.
all the other stuff.
That's it.
So when somebody say, I mean, I was all state. Well, okay, which one? Because if it wasn't AP, you went all state.
Yeah, I got 5 of them.
Now your school can promote all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But
yes.
No, it ain't the same.
Yeah, I just prefer to see the old way. I mean, I'm happy.
Dude, I remember a couple years ago, there was a kid, he got all state right. At
Right,
receiver.
twin.
All state at receiver. You know how many yards he had? 300.
No.
So how are you an all state 300-yard receiver? Come on, man.
Go back to the old way, man.
But it was one of them, it was one of them other so many
Right.
all state stuff. Again, that's water. That stuff don't matter.
Right.
But anyway, some of these all district award winners, of course, this is not a surprise when you had Prevo of kick-ass LE getting offensive newcomer of the year.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to do all of these because it's so many. They all up on game day. I'm just going to go to ones and talk about the ones I feel like. Because you had DJ Hampton, he got first team quarterback. And this is District 7 4A. You had Peyton Page, the first team defensive lineman. You had the Cameron Hathaway kid, the 2-time game day MVP of the week. He was first team linebacker. W.T. Jones and Greg London, both of them was first team linebackers. Of course, Tracy Revel was the first team safety. And I'm going to go on because I ain't going to be doing all this.
I wonder how big that Hathaway kid is.
I mean, he looks like he's pretty tall. He can tell like he can fill out some more, but
He's going to make some buzz.
he seemed like he's very tall, like at least 6'1", 6'2". That's what it seems like to me, just by looking at some of the pictures. Okay, so for PG, you had Superman Akari Johnson. He got the offensive MVP. Hackerman was first team offensive lineman. You had Big Victor Shaw, defense MVP. You had Katie McFadden, first team safety. You had R.J. Collins, first team wide receiver. And you had Jalen Broyley, he was first team linebacker. And you had some more, but they all on game day. I just don't feel like saying all these. See, but what I don't understand, though, this has to be a misprint. If not, it's like they giving kids stuff. in order for you to get a second team anything, honorable mention anything, I think you would have to play the position.
Yes.
The Stewart kid, he got second team tight end.
Who was that?
Jaden Stewart.
Yeah.
He didn't play tight end.
That must have been a misprint.
It had, I mean, it had to be a misprint because the graphic, it's a graphic with it on there. Second team tight end.
Yeah, that's a misprint. That was just a misprint.
I would hope so because surely they don't give kids awards that ain't played that position.
No, that was wrong. That's a misprint.
But anyway, so yeah, Ronnie, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But I think they giving out too many.
Yeah. Man,
Because Pleasant Grove has 2 guys first team linebacker. LE has 3. Only 3 is on the field.
Yeah, I think they just go back to the old settings, man, where it's the district, because who would have been MVP of the district? I guess back in the day, the winner most of the time went the MVP of the district. The winner of the district had the MVP. I don't know who that would be. I don't know who that would be really.
Yeah. No, I mean, because again, the most linebackers you're gonna have, depending on the scheme, you're gonna have 3 or 4.
Right.
You're not gonna have no more than that. No.
Right.
So
that's what made it exciting, man.
It should be 4, no more than 4
Yeah.
first team linebackers.
Yeah. You got your superlative awards up the top, You just go back to the system.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just ain't with just giving kids stuff just to say they got it.
Right. Yeah.
Make this stuff matter.
Yeah, it's an honor.
That's the key.
Yes.
Keep folks happy.
No, I mean
so much stuff.
We ain't doing that either.
Because here's the thing, though.
I'm saying that's what it is.
I mean, if they come out with a set kind of rules and look here, you get nominated for what you do on the field. This is how many awards going to be given out. If you want one, get one.
Right.
But this is it. We're not going to come up with some extra stuff. This is it. Again, like I said, having 2 people at 2 different schools in the same district both get the same award, I don't understand that makeup.
Right.
That is me. Some people, they just kids they all deserve something. No, they don't.
It's like when Jalen played quarterback his junior year. He got second that year in the district. Mm-hmm. He got second team. The quarterback in Pittsburgh got first team.
Yeah, make that make sense.
Make that make sense.
Yeah,
I say.
Make that make sense because it doesn't make sense.
No.
But anyway, shout out to all the kids that did get some type of award from the all district. Some kids actually did ball out this year.
Yeah.
So shout out to those kids that got them. Anyhow, man, it's time. I told y'all that at the end of the season, I was gonna be a champ.
Here you go.
I told y'all I was gonna be a champ at the end of the season.
You ain't a champ yet.
I will be.
Yes, you will.
I will be.
Yes, you will.
Cuervo might win.
I'm 2 games out from being to be crowned champ. But anyway, it's time to get some of this high school football recap. And we're going to start off with, since Morgan had them up here, Longview. Longview was in the battle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To
the point where I thought they was going to get beat.
Yeah. Had running back prove that he real.
Yep.
Yes, that guy's good.
He got off after that.
Yeah.
Did he?
Sark was there.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's just the beginning.
That's a big, I mean, he already started, though.
Yeah, he's no secret. He's everybody knows.
I saw that, but it did kind of like you, though.
It did. I ain't gonna lie. When I just bust out laughing. But that kid is good, and of course, it's not a secret though.
Man, he just.
I mean, the kid is what he is.
Maybe the 5A. He might be the 5A player of the year.
He very well could be.
Oh, he that good?
Yeah, he averaged 4 or 5 touchdowns a game lately.
I mean, the kid is good.
Remember how many he got in the last 3 games? 20?
In 3?
Man, he's had several 4 or 5 touchdown games.
Man, he gonna be able to choose and pick where he wants to go.
Yeah, easily.
Was it junior, senior?
Yeah, junior.
That's the crazy part about it.
Yeah, so he will be how far as because he'll be number 1 running back in Texas.
Yeah, easily.
But he'll be
16.
one of the top ones in the country.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done.
Probably rated number 1 or 2.
That's what I'm getting at. So,
what that score end up being?
I think they ran up running away with it. Didn't it? It was.
No, I don't think they ran away with it.
It was back and forth at first. I know that. Said, oh yeah, he is a good baseball player too. He said one of the top something in the state of Texas.
I'm not. Let me see what the score was. Again, it was close. I thought they were gonna get upset for a minute. I thought I was the only one gonna be a champ. 37-21. So I guess they pulled away at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, they put the ball in his hands.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, hey,
Robert
be the best
got you
guy.
there.
See, that's what I be talking about with certain talents, right? If you that guy, right,
Be
that
that.
everybody say you are,
It'll show.
it'll show because if the game is on the line or something close, go be that guy.
They'll be that guy.
Don't like go be that guy. And those guys that are those guys,
They be that guy.
they go be those guys.
Yeah. Tell me is that guy.
Yes. But anyway, so let's fast forward past that.
Jalen Hill is that guy.
So we had one hometown team, the only team that was left in Texarkana. Well, it was the only team in the surrounding area because everybody else got put out weeks before.
Yeah.
You had the PG and the Big Red C,
CC.
defending state champs. No, they're not defending state champs. I don't want to say that.
C, senor.
But you had the Big Red C
man, sound good.
against PG, Marshall, 7 o'clock.
The Red Sea.
Everything that I saw, quite honestly, is my opinion, is what I expected.
Same.
I didn't expect anything different than what I seen. But I will say this though. So this is just my opinion, and people can take it how you want to take it. See, the one thing about me, my mouth doesn't move on somebody else's drum.
Correct.
Come on, Dion.
My mouth moves on my own. So therefore, I have my own opinion about things that I see.
Right.
So that offense, the new offense that was installed at PG, right? It appeared in some people's eyes that it was unstoppable.
Ain't nothing that.
No.
Everything can be stopped.
Everything.
But I will say this, though. I believe that offense could be way more potent than what it was, only if other pieces was part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
So for instance, when you have a talent such as R.J. Collins, I feel like the fact that he's dynamic with the ball in his hand, I personally believe he could have been in that offense, could have been more hard to deal with if you was giving him in balls in situations where it wasn't going downfield trying to catch a pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of it was too deep. Most of it was too deep.
I'm just saying,
To move the chain.
called jet sweep.
Yeah.
Like the dude is quick, he's elusive. Like they got the spread now. You know what I mean?
Spread them out.
Yeah, like he could have been something that we haven't seen in a very long time. I think he's one of the most gifted kids that was over there. That it was given the opportunity with the ball in his hand, he could have made magic. Yeah. But sometimes the QB and receiver not always on the same page.
Right.
But when you have a talent such as like RJ has, why not put the ball in his stomach?
Yeah.
Hand it to him. It ain't always got to be you go downfield and catch this pass. Hand it to him. And let him make something. Let him try to make something out of nothing, or know how you want to put it. But I don't know that I believe that I like that offense. To me, it's more so better than the wing T.
Yeah.
And I honestly was expecting to see because the offense didn't work. I was expecting them to go to the wing T. Well, throw a wrinkle because that night that offense did not work.
No, I probably would have got, in my opinion, the likes of my tougher backs in there running the ball like a K. McFadden. He probably would have toted the ball.
See, McFadden, he didn't tote it not once.
He probably would have toted the ball because he's a hard runner and he.
What, did he get that dump down at the end of the game?
Yeah, that was a little pass.
Pass.
But he did not run the ball not once.
Yeah, I mean,
And say at a game like this, it's kind of sort of shout out to Courtney Pierce over there at Texarkana Boxing Association. When you boxing, right?
It was too much left and right.
When we had the mitts on, we doing these combinations, and out of nowhere, he'll swing at me. How the hell you doing? I was so used to swinging, I want used to somebody swinging back.
Yeah, right. Unexpected.
Right.
That's what I've been preaching for the longest about, team schedules. I go out there and swing knowing you're going to hit me back. But how am I going to respond when you hit me back? Am I going to stand up with my mouth open like I did?
Yeah.
Or am I going to duck next time?
Right.
So I don't know. I believe the team, because I don't necessarily care what they would have did. I don't know if that team could have beat that team.
Man, they were hard to move up front. I don't think the line was getting much of a push on either side. I mean, just honestly, they won the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they controlled the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they won the line of scrimmage.
They really.
Dude, at sometimes I seen people running through 7-yard holes.
Yeah.
Like 7-yard holes they was running through.
Yeah, they had some big squatty body linemen, inside interior linemen, guards, and some tall tackles on the outside.
Yes.
And they just went to work. And running backs ran hard, really hard.
Well, to me, you could tell, like what you said earlier, like in the season, about opponent is true. Well, because I'm gonna tell you something. When they got out there with them guys, you could see the guys that wanted that and didn't want that. You know what I mean? Like you could see the guys that wanted the smoke.
Yeah. What I say many weeks ago, you can't want the smoke but don't want the smoke.
They don't want the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it's that level though, man. It's like that's how big of the gap was between 1, 2, and right so PG is 3 when it comes to this district. They are, this level they are 3. I mean, Cuero and them, I think they'll be Cuero too.
Yeah.
But it's just the level, man, the teams, like the Aubreys, the Gainesvilles, the Cantons, the Caddo Mills. They're not very physical teams.
No, that game Friday showed how big of a gap between.
It's a gap between.
Because I personally believe if PG wasn't playing Surratt, they would have rolled down through everybody else.
Yes.
It would have been them and Gilmer. Here.
They would have rolled down through. I ain't talking about no close game. I'm talking about 30. PG about 30.
Yeah.
The rest of the playoffs.
Yeah. They did it in 9.
But for them to get beat by 31, that just showed.
That's a gap.
And people can say injuries and all that good stuff. Yeah, guess what? But they had injuries too. They had 4 players that didn't even play due to injuries. They had 6 kids that played with the flu. So everybody had something going on.
They lost a good receiver.
No, there was no excuse.
On a great play.
Yes, their receiver.
Yeah.
That was on pace to have a crazy game.
Yeah, man.
He didn't play past the second half because he was hurt.
Yeah.
And that kid he was no doubt the most talented kid on the football field.
Yeah, and PG does. You're right. PG does have a lot of players going 2 ways. Your quarterback,
yes.
Because in a game like that against a team like that, you got to have your best players on the field at all times.
And see, but that's why it makes them like it's them, then it's everybody else.
Right.
Because them don't have guys doing both ways. Everybody else do.
Right.
Like you for the past few years, I've hardly ever seen with Surratt squads, there are key guys playing both sides of the ball.
Right.
Like, when it's typical, more smaller divisions, you have to have your guys going both sides. But that guy found a way. Look here, I can make this guy do what he do at this position. I'm gonna keep him over on this side of the ball.
Yeah, but in that smaller division, you're not lining up in front of a Titan every play either. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true.
Yep.
That was the crazy thing. Which it's football. I know this and I understand this, but watching it and watching those guys come in off offense and defense, like literally. Surratt would just point at the bench. He'd tell his whole O-line to go sit down. They go sit down, and they would sit and wait their turn to get back on that field and come back fresh.
I'll venture to say this. This is not one of his better teams I've seen.
No.
They didn't even – it wasn't.
It wasn't one of the better teams I done seen.
It's not one of the better teams
but this particular team still 9 days better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
That's what's scary, though.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'll listen to the commentators on the game. in which PG does have a lot of kids come back, but so do they.
They do too.
So do they.
PG losing a big time D lineman and one of their receivers that wasn't he open downfield one time?
Yeah, and see, and my personal opinion with RJ,
he shouldn't even be downfield though. What you talking about? You talking about that? I ain't talking about he shouldn't be downfield.
To my Vic go downfield.
Yeah.
Nah, he should never be downfield. He a big dude. That's like God, so it's like RJ to go do. But I don't necessarily know if RJ could easily take the top off of anybody they played. He did it. He's always behind everybody's furthest DB. That's a big piece to not to have in the future.
Mm-hmm. True.
Vic, because everybody can't do that.
You losing your defensive player of the year.
So I don't know. I do feel like
linebackers.
It ain't over for PG because PG do have those key guys. They all back next year. Yeah. So they're gonna make a run for it next year. Now, I think next year, it's just like that window may be closing.
Yeah, the plus side they got their line back, maybe all their line back, maybe a little tougher.
I think like 2.
Hackerman and Darren.
No, the whole line come back besides one. Only one that's that was a senior was the center.
Oh, okay.
But everybody else is back.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be in position to make a deep run again next year. But regardless of how good they're gonna be, we all know how good that Surratt guy gonna be.
You gotta paint that now in off season. Like, man, y'all gotta become physical.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta be upfront. You gotta somehow
again
talk about being a nasty lineman.
Road to state goes through the Big Red Sea.
It's always been that way.
It goes through. So that should be the off season goal. How do we beat them?
Right.
Because if you don't beat them, you don't advance.
Because he's 98-4 now.
I don't know what he is. I don't know. He finna have 9.
Like that.
Is he 98-4?
What did they say?
What the world?
As far as losing?
Is it?
Yes.
Jeez.
So, I mean, that has to be for anybody in East Texas.
Yeah, he ain't lost in a while.
No, he's not about.
It has to be
last year.
The road for us to make to the state. We got to figure out. And I'm not talking about this Pleasant Grove. I'm talking about it in general.
Yeah.
Anybody. How do we get past this team? Because if we can't get past them, it's no point in even talking about anything else.
Right. I mean, where's the mentality at, man?
So I don't know, and I ain't gonna lie. That little 5, that receiver they got, I love that kid because his attitude.
He hard nosed.
His attitude is by far. I ain't gonna lie. Vic attitude is similar. I like kids with has that feisty attitude. Number 5, he talked crap their entire game, but he also backed it up too.
Yeah, he did.
On the field.
Yes. See, but I love coaches that allow their guys to express.
Me too.
Express itself on the football field. You might not like it, but that's what he do. That's like the best version of itself. You ain't got to prove it, but if that's gonna give you the best person, go let that guy be that guy.
Right.
But that little kid was feisty, and I liked it.
A lot of them were.
I know I seen the fastest dude on the football field I haven't seen in a long time. Whoever that little kid was they had in the backfield.
Oh yes, but thing about it though, and see they got a young, they got
a junior.
I don't know who
they got 3 running backs.
One of them
junior, sophomore, freshman.
But that was one run. I don't know if the junior made it to the left when he cut back to the right.
Yeah.
I'm like, good Lord, boy.
Smoke.
That was a run.
Yes.
Flash.
Wow.
But hey, I don't know, dude. But that's and cause it happened quick. Cause I haven't even cut the game on yet.
Quick.
And I was on the phone, and they was like, they just scored. Yeah. Like what? It just started. Here I'm thinking, okay, they had the ball first. I didn't know PG had already had the ball first.
I didn't either when I started watching. I didn't know that.
Until when halftime happened. After halftime, PG was doing kickoff. Like, how did they doing kickoff? And they didn't get the ball. And I'm like, they don't tell them they got the ball first. And it was that quick.
I feel like they would have tried to move the ball methodically down the field, like take the chains, move the chains, move the chains. But again, they couldn't get a push. So
no, again,
they were fast. I mean, the quarterback Johnson was fast, but they were too.
Yeah. Again, if you, because everybody, it's not again, because it's not a secret what Carr is.
2 juniors and a freshman.
You can't necessarily hide him because I mean he is 75% of PG's offense.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 80.
After Friday, I'd have to probably say about
85.
Not 85.
90,
But
90,
so
90, yeah.
90-10.
So
90-10.
you don't concern yourself with anybody else. You with your defense, you scheme to beat him.
Yes.
To stop him.
Yeah.
You stop him, everything else slows down.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
He was the one that was either gonna make you or break you.
Yes.
In that situation.
Again, because every time he gets it, you hold your breath. Like, okay, defense, stop him.
Right.
Because he is one of those kids, just one arm tackle, one miss away from going 80 yards. But they did a very good job of keeping him corralled.
They did.
Because he didn't get off.
Yeah.
No, he had that nice run when he was bouncing off of tackles when they scored before halftime.
I don't even think he knew he got free on that.
Running.
He just running. I don't even
hard.
think he knew he got free. He bounced, and gone.
So he had that nice run, with that, but that was like the only like offensive bright spot that I seen besides the touchdown that Victor had in the second half. But at that
I'm
point,
surprised he caught it.
But at that point, some of those kids was already being subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do a good job of getting everybody involved no matter what. I mean, they were getting involved early in the game. They wasn't late. Yeah. They were getting involved pretty. They do a good job at it. I mean, 2 juniors and a freshman. At running back. That's pretty good.
Only one of the things I came away with Friday night is depth is important, man. Depth is important. It's important.
Again, I say the geographically they out there by themselves. They get what they want when they want.
They're still important.
I mean, they got some dogs. Man, ever since they were little, they've always had kids young kids that are dogs. Yeah, everybody don't hear about it because everybody ain't around it. But man, the Rockamore family from that area just always been like that.
I mean, people just had to people paid attention to like their whole program, like from middle school all the way through.
Yeah.
Correct.
From middle school all the way through, they dominated everybody. From middle school to 9th grade to JV to varsity, they dominated everybody. So, again,
they set up based off what we seen and what we from middle school last year up to now. We see they set up for a couple more years.
Yes,
more titles.
They will be good for at least 3 more years.
Yeah,
at least 3 more years.
At least 3. I mean, you got a freshman quarterback getting reps now. Already.
Yeah,
but I bet you he got a hand in it all the way down, all the way up too.
He do.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He's supposed to.
Yeah, but some places don't.
So I don't know, man. No, I do feel like that it was only 2 teams that could have beat them. Well, I say could have had any chance. It was a small chance, but
That was the only 2.
2 teams, and one team they beat the week before. The second team they beat the next week.
Yeah, I don't.
Them only 2 teams that I feel like was gonna have a chance on beating Surratt.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nobody else left in that bracket that has a chance on beating them.
No.
Glen Rose.
No.
No.
It could be 40 to something in the second quarter.
So
I mean, I'm telling you, they probably score 40 in the second quarter.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to win, huh?
Who?
Glen Rose.
I don't know, man. When you
you don't never know.
Yeah, at lower levels, the type of talent you're playing is not really as good as talented as people may think it is.
Right.
Your record at these lower levels may appear that you're a good football team, but the talent on the football field is not necessarily there. It's just that you're playing teams less talented than you.
Right. Who was it at 19? They played 2 undefeated teams?
Yes, and it was all garbage.
Sunnyvale and that team out west.
Yes.
Yeah, they got ran off by 3 touchdowns.
Yes, and that was garbage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you get to these smaller classifications, the lower you go down, man, the talent ain't what it is.
Yeah.
It ain't what it is. So when you have a recipe and a team makeup such as what Surratt team makeup is, that's a recipe for smaller divisions to win it all. And of course, I'm speaking in code, so maybe some people don't let it go over your head.
You ain't have to speak in codes about it. Just speak about it.
But that's a recipe.
There ain't even nothing to speak in codes about it.
To win these lower divisions, because these lower divisions don't have a lot of athletes on the football field. No. So if you can field a team with the athletes, more likely you have a better probability, a chance on winning that game. So So hey, I've been hearing people say, well, they got to the foot, because I don't know why everybody feel like when somebody loses, right, and you give some type of critique on it, went, people get in their feelings afterwards and say such things such as, well, we the only team left. Okay, that is true.
It didn't matter.
But at the end of the day, this is my philosophy when it comes to certain stuff, right? If you get run up, did you get any hardware? No.
Yeah, you get a little second place trophy.
Do the kids get hardware? No. Do they talk about you the years to come? If I'm getting second place, run up. No, they don't. They only talk about the winners. So therefore, if you get beat in any round leading to the state game, you're no different than anybody else, because the whole ordeal of it, nobody's got a ring.
Yeah, I don't like them sidebars either. I mean,
not real talk. Nobody got anything.
Yeah, I don't like them sidebars.
You just waited longer to get your heart broke.
You just prolonged your loss.
Yeah, I don't like them sidebars either.
You just prolonged your loss. Like again, so. Here I am. I'm not gonna sit around here and brag. Well, if I was a senior, right? We got to the semifinals. Okay, and did what? You got to the semifinals and took an exit.
Lost.
So why would I, as a player, want to brag about getting to the semifinals? Yeah. To me, that is my mind frame. People can think how you want to think and feel how you want to feel. That is how I am with certain things. Why would I want to brag about getting to this point, and I got to this point, I didn't get no further. I got beat at this point.
You play for two turns.
It's nothing to brag about.
You play for two reasons: to win district, to win state.
Yes.
Yep. Really and truly, that's
yes.
What you play for two reasons.
To win state.
If Longview lose Friday, this coming Friday, it's like for no, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Longview lose Friday, what is we talking about now?
Nothing.
Like y'all had a good season. Congrats. But I don't want to talk about Longview again. You got beat.
Yeah. Speaking of playoffs, y'all know that Harmony team still in the playoffs?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The one that beat Hooks the first round?
Oh, they?
Really?
They didn't beat everybody. Even Newton. They beat Newton.
What?
They beat Newton.
Oh, well,
So they going?
I mean, they got, it's 2 more games for everybody,
yeah,
right?
it's 2 more.
They done beat everybody.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Mr. Gray, the best team PG beat this year? That's a good question. I don't necessarily know. I don't know, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I don't really know either.
I don't know who the best team they beat.
I don't know.
Because I know the teams they played in the playoffs, they won anything good. Yeah. So it had to be one of the teams they faced during the season.
Did Kilgore win?
I had no idea.
They got deep. Who they play? Well, Brock's still in it. Brock gonna be there in that 3 Division 1. Stay there.
Well, yeah, Jameson Brock may be sitting, but Brock still wasn't no good. Hey, Mr. Gray, you're right. Brock was overrated. So anyway,
Kilgore lost.
Yep, they lost to Chapel Hill, 24-21.
And that was a rebound. They won that game big. They in the same district, right?
So now the question is,
yeah, they beat them 32-20 the first time they played them.
How does PG next year, because they're gonna meet again, either in the 3rd round or the 4th round? Because PG very well could win district next year.
Yep.
And that puts them in number 1 spot. And more likely, Gilmer's going to be number 2. Unless Ellie say something different.
They got a lot of replacing to do.
I know, a lot. So, unless Pittsburgh say something different, because somebody told me last night, I talked to a guy from Pittsburgh last night, and he was telling me that they going to be
Should nobody beat PG in district next year?
Pretty good next year.
Should nobody beat PG in district next year?
So that means PG's number one district.
Yeah.
We looking ahead. That means PG number one district. Yeah. So that means PG meets them in third round now.
Yeah. Shouldn't anyone beat PG in district next year? Nobody.
So with me going to the all season, I would have my bracket. I would have this year's score in my locker room.
Man.
And say, this is what we got to get past next year.
Let me see.
How hard are y'all going to work to get past this next year?
Let me see him in non-conference. Let me play him twice.
No, you don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No, you
I
don't.
care. Why not?
No, you don't.
Why not?
No, you don't.
I do.
You
might as well let him get smacked on early.
Look what Q going Chapel Hill.
Why would you want to play a mastermind coach at Surratt in a game that don't even mean anything for him to study you?
I'm just built like that, man.
Because a lot of coaches is not better than him.
Because I'd rather for my kids to learn what it feels to be in a fight now than later.
You heard I said, right?
Yeah.
A lot of coaches are not better than him.
Yeah.
You might have a better team than his team, but are you going to be a better coach than him?
But I can.
A lot of coaches at this level is not going to be better than him.
Yeah.
So why would you get that man any type of studies on your team to when you really face him when it matters?
Because I'll switch up on him.
Non-district don't matter.
I know, but I need my kids to know how to fight.
Yeah.
And play hard.
You schedule other teams, but not him, especially when you're going to meet him.
I don't care if I got to go 0-5.
Somebody in the district is going to beat them third round.
Yeah. I don't care if I got to go 0-3.
Somebody in the district is going to beat them third round.
I'm going to find somewhere we can fight. I'm going to play some teams that's going to make us fight throughout the 4 quarters. I ain't talking about my starter. I don't want my starter to come out.
Somebody in the district is going to beat that man in the third round.
Yeah.
And they're going to win district. So how does PG, because I think it will be PG.
So
how does PG get past them next year?
You have to scheme better. I mean, I know Kari is a great talent, but man, they were too fast to go left, right like that with that kid. At any moment he could break one, but they were a sound football team. They can get to the ball.
But that's what I'm getting at though. Okay, so Kari comes back. Everybody in the state of Texas and 4A knows who Kari Johnson is.
Now they know.
They know that's the guy on that team. That's the guy that has to be stopped. So he's not a secret. But what does he and the team, his teammates, what is it going to take for them to do to get past third round? Because again, we all here agree they will win district next year.
Yeah.
So they will face Surratt's team in the third round next year.
Can you scheme
number one versus number one? Can
you replace? I mean, even with the D-line this year, they didn't get a push. Can you get a push up front?
But can those younger guys have some growth? Is the question.
That's up to them.
That's what I'm saying. So in our season, being me, I would have somewhere in my locker room them. Make these dudes see this every day. Look here, because we won't advance no further unless we stop them.
Yep.
Yeah, at one point,
this is the one team we have to worry about. We better. And here's the thing: sometimes be real about it. We're better than everybody else. They're not better than us. We're better than everybody else. We gotta get better than them.
Right.
How are we gonna get better than them?
That's what I feel too. Right. I think that way.
I mean, stop putting
a baseball team that's better than mine. I'm trying to how I get them. Okay.
I won't be concerning myself about these other teams that I know I'm better than.
Yeah.
Why? If you do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna beat them anyway.
I mean, I forgot.
How am I gonna beat them? That's the question.
I forgot. Give him a quarterback. He is young.
I know that, but I do feel like PG will win district next year.
I think so too.
And again, unless give them to prove that to me that they ain't.
That's true.
They need to put one in their locker room too, Jimerson.
So again, that's to me that is how I would go in off season.
I agree.
It is okay, fellas. We're better than everybody else instead of Texas in 4A Division II football.
You really have to study film. You can't run plays against Carthage. No. You really got to find out what they weak at. I mean, what can you expose them at on their defense?
Because I feel.
But majority of those kids come back on defense.
Yeah,
those big boys on that line of scrimmage on that D line, they all back.
Yeah. So you ask the question: do they blitz a lot? Can you use your
and they control that line of scrimmage up
tight end? Can you use your tight end to get open? You know, well, you got one if you come back and play football.
So
you got to scheme a lot, man, to play that team like that and move the ball.
Yeah, they attempted. It was just hard. Sometimes there ain't nothing you can do that's gonna out a team that gets in front of you. Some teams just better. So regardless what you try to play, you try to draw up. If a team just got your number, they just got your number. And sometimes if a team got your number, ain't nothing you can do about it. So again, it's off season. It's off season now. What are they gonna do to get past them next year? That should be on the question they should have. We gotta get past this team, fellas.
Gotta get the pumps ready.
How we gonna do it? Because we better than everybody else.
They are.
That's why when y'all were talking a couple weeks ago, y'all talking about they gotta focus on this round. That was BS.
What round you talking about?
The round before.
Yeah.
They ain't to worry about that round.
No, that's football talk.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll be realistic. They didn't have to worry about Arbery. They knew they were better than Arbery. They had to show up and execute the little plays they was gonna do because they was more talented than Arbery.
In the case of the team we talking about right now, you go the year before that, we were talking about that, and it was a good game between them and Glenn Rose. They pulled it out by 2. So this team right here got to focus on.
No, because last year's team wasn't as good as. I mean,
this year had to focus one game.
Last year's offensive team wasn't as good as this year's team. So
that wasn't. You're right. It wasn't. But he was out there too.
Who?
He was on the team. Carr was on the team.
Yeah, but he wasn't like he was this year. Like Pete Key, that was sophomore version Carr. This was kind of sort of like when Nick version of Nick as a sophomore wasn't the same version as Nick as a junior.
It wasn't.
He made a big jump between the years. Carr made a big jump from sophomore version to this year.
So what can senior version do?
I don't know.
What he got?
But is senior version gonna be enough? That's the question.
What skill sets around it? You're only good as what's around you, bro.
That's what I was gonna say.
I would never lose this saying. You're only good as what's in front of you and what's around you.
That is true. That's facts. Unless you're Jordan Whittington.
Boy, get out.
One man show.
Gosh.
Anyway,
but it's a lot. It's a lot of people that are gonna have to improve this year. He's gonna have to have some help because, like you said, them linebackers that they played was very good side to side, and until somebody else stepped up to help him, I mean, he would, like you said, if you can stop him, everything else will fall like a domino.
Yeah, your offensive line got to be able to get second level.
Yes,
and put pads on linebackers.
Yeah, but see, Zane, they did that against everybody else. That's not what I'm talking. I ain't talking about everybody else.
Duh.
What are they gonna be able to do? Then obviously they're gonna prepare them.
We talking about them.
Oh, okay, y'all talking about them. Okay,
we're still talking about them.
We're not even talking about the other schools that they
don't matter
in the second quarter.
The other schools don't matter.
Because I'm gonna tell you, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they ran a 3-man front a whole bunch that game.
Because PG is better than 99% of the teams in 4A Division 2.
Yes.
That 1% they gotta be better than. And that 1% is pretty damn good.
It's them and everybody else.
Yes.
There's a big gap between them and everybody else.
It's a big gap. Real big gap.
But the only team, even next year, that I think have even a slight of a chance is PG.
Or Gilmer.
No, I'm gonna still say PG. I'm gonna say PG because I think the PG is gonna destroy Gilmer next year. I believe that.
It's gonna be difficult.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna destroy him.
If it's gonna be difficult based on what they replace up front on D line.
If they don't, the receiver dude, he
Llewellyn?
Yes, he was good for Gilmer.
But what about the other kid on the other side?
Both of them gone.
Are they both gone? Okay.
That one that got hurt, he was a senior?
Yes. No, he was a junior.
I thought he was
yeah, he was a junior. He come back. I still think PG is going to be better than them next year.
I think they should win district. I think nobody win district.
So, again, they going to be better than 99.9% or 99% of the teams. Now, James, you saying no about what? That kid, he doesn't come back? But they'll be better than 99% of the teams. But that 1% is the big red sea.
All depends who don't want to play at Longview this year.
Huh?
All the people would want to play Longview this year.
Play Longview?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Kids move. Parents move.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot that running back is coming back. And he
That's the fast kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Problem.
But but how to use him, it's pathetic.
I don't understand. They got all that speed back there.
Like how to use him, the running scheme, how to use that kid.
I don't like it.
Doesn't even make any sense.
I don't like it either.
Imagine that kid in Surratt's system with the running back that he got.
Getting that kid in space.
Yes, dude, that's crazy.
He wouldn't even be a running back.
No.
Getting that kid in space would be nice.
So
you got to get players in space because you got to learn how to get players in space, not deep in space.
Yeah. So that's why I mentioned with RJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get him the ball to where he was going to be in space.
Make him miss.
Because one-on-one tackling him would have been hard.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It doesn't matter now.
If colleges,
don't matter now.
If colleges do it, believe in getting their kids in space right there, close to the line scrimmage, those kids, high school should be doing it. That's one thing I'd be doing. But when Surratt had Kevontae Dixon, what did he do? What did he do? He'd do bubble screens.
Yes.
And put the ball in that boy's hands and they
one way or another. He didn't put him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you have to find a way to give your weapons the ball. And it doesn't always consist of throwing it and catching.
That's why
let kids do what they're
come to think about it, man. That's
yes.
why he is so next level at coaching. Because he is willing to put his best athlete wherever he's gonna put him at.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like at times, my opinion, the season is over with. If Corey Johnson in space is tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be throwing the Corey the ball sometimes, not just letting him put. I mean, because put him in space. Sometimes you gotta let a player like Corey get in space and catch a ball and get up and get downfield.
And you can't say you want to do. He's a quarterback. Well, your quarterback plays defense, so
yeah, man, I put him everywhere.
Played every play.
Yeah, so you know,
put him everywhere.
You put him everywhere.
When you put the ball in to run and know there's no read there for him, then they know he's getting the ball.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. So even majority of the snaps PG took this past Friday, laying across my bed, I'm yelling what they're about to do. Yeah. Because it was so for somebody who's not, I'm not a high school football coach. That's not my job. But for somebody that's more regular Joe to know what the offense is about to be, I'm sure somebody who's getting paid for a living to coach, knows it too.
I mean, when certain people checked into the game, I'm like, okay, I know what's going to happen here. With certain, because there was no read, there was no, the thing about a dual-threat quarterback. You gotta give him an extra added, read the DN, either hand it and go, or hand it keep. In this situation like that.
But the new offense wasn't no RPO offense.
Yeah, but it should have been.
But it wasn't. No, it was a hut and go
for a guy like him. But that's the part to where you playing into their hands.
But against 99% of the team, that works.
Yeah, yes. I get that.
That works.
I get that, but still. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, again, against 99% of the teams in 4A Division II football, that works. Against the 1%, that didn't work.
No. It's like Bama.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like PG, because I don't think PG has concerned himself with nobody next year, but figuring out a way to get past them.
That's all I see.
Can they get past them? That's the question. Hey, that's to be decided. They got a whole off season now to try to figure it out.
And I'm pretty sure they got some stuff in mind that they got to change. They watch the same game we watch.
Yeah. And again, I stand corrected. You know what I mean? At the very beginning of the season, I said I will be a champ. I'm gonna be a champ at the end of the season. Yet.
Cuero said it might change though.
I'm gonna be a champ at the end of the season.
Man, again, you may speak on that team now.
Who?
I told you that's not the best field team I've seen out of Carthage.
That's not.
They look very,
But I will be a champ at the end of the year.
Yeah, but they're not gonna go get beat.
No.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be a champ at the end of the year.
What did I tell you about the Haddon boy? What did I tell y'all about that Haddon boy?
Hey, I'm gonna be a champ at the end of the season.
What did I tell you? That youngster is a talent.
Yes.
He is a talent.
So hey.
A lot of them are, but man, he's a talent. Yeah. And them running back, and that one running back to make that cut is a talent too.
Yes.
Good Lord. Well, that was beautiful.
And hey, so I don't need nobody trying to get on our bandwagon for the rest of the year. So if you wasn't saying Big Red Sea at the beginning of the season, don't say it now. We don't need no new fans.
You ain't got none.
We don't need no new fans.
You the biggest fan they Texarkana they got.
I am. I'm a big fan.
Except the woman that got a nephew to play on the team for Texarkana.
Because they like that.
Oh, that's funny.
They like that, and I've been saying that from the beginning of the season.
Donnie,
They was like that.
it's nothing you have to say that we didn't know.
But I was saying that before.
What is
I was
he
saying that before the season even started.
But it stayed that way though. That's
They didn't win.
easy.
They didn't win the year before.
Hey, they were still like that.
They didn't win the year
They
before.
were still like that.
Did they win the year before?
They
No.
did not. That was the first game they lost since.
But they didn't win the year before.
Hey, when was the last time they lost?
Hey, John Lewis. It's we, me and them.
Yeah. Hey, when the last time they lost? Before that game, when the last time they lost? 30 games.
It doesn't matter. Before the season started, I said they're gonna win state.
Yeah, that's what. Boy,
And all y'all was like, not so fast. I'm like, they gonna win state, and I've been on them all year long.
You know why I can say not so fast? Because they didn't win it last year. Boom.
Yeah, they did win last year. But guess what though?
Not so fast.
They gonna win it this year.
They made it there though, didn't they?
No,
No, they didn't.
No, they got beat by John Springs.
they got what in semifinals, I believe.
Yeah, they went on the Big Gimmer.
Yeah. But anyway, like as I was saying, I told y'all people that what was gonna happen. Y'all understand? Y'all had your own teams to root for.
Hey,
But my team is still standing.
I ain't got a dog in the fight, brother.
No, but you was against my squad though.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you was.
No, I wasn't.
And I want you on the team. I don't want you hollering about no Big Red Sea at all.
You never will hear me holler about Rebellion.
Because he ain't been saying you ain't gonna start it now.
I'll talk about the team.
I told y'all
I think the team.
I was gonna be a champ at the end of the season.
You're gonna be a champ. I hope they give you a jersey and a hat.
They should.
I hope they put that you.
I got one coming.
Walking
If you
up-
want to know, I got one
You
coming.
buying a what's that baseball team?
No,
man?
I got a real game jersey on the way.
And I tell you this, he was right because that same C is the Cincinnati C.
Yes.
It's the same C.
At the same time,
It's the same C.
Donnie, you didn't predict nothing that nobody didn't know already.
I mean, there's a lot of people thought that they was gonna get beat.
Who?
A lot of people.
Who?
I'm just saying,
A lot of delusional people.
Yeah, but they thought they was gonna get beat. And again, I stand corrected. I will be a champion at the end of the season. Me and Sir Rag gonna have number 9.
You was with him with all the money.
Yeah, I was with him.
He said they gonna have number 9.
You need help, dude.
Anyway, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. We're gonna talk about some other good stuff. Hey, we're gonna touch on the Deion Sanders Thursday.
Prime.
So make sure y'all tune in Thursday for that particular show.
Talk about Prime, man.
Yeah. No, I got mixed feelings about it. I had mixed feelings, but now
I don't know why you do.
But now I don't.
I see the bigger
I said
picture.
no. I had mixed feelings,
I had 'em
but
too.
now I
I
don't.
did. I never did.
I know. I'm gonna get my thoughts on that Thursday.
Me too. I
So
see
make
the
sure y'all
bigger
tune
picture.
in. But anyhow, the Lord say so. Shout out to Donovan behind the scene.
Shout out to D-Money.
Donovan from Redwater.
Redwater. Holding him down.
Yeah, just a Redwater legend in front of us.
He got his Jesus pieces on today.
If anybody from Redwater, y'all gotta get this man some fame and some love down in Redwater. Donovan is this amazing dude.
Yeah. That dude work harder than anybody I know.
Yeah, he hold it down up here.
Even when he sleep.
You're right.
He said facts.
That man will go do a game, get home at 1, be up here at 6.
Hey, but anyway,
For free.
shout out to all the for all the people that's tuning in this morning. And again, Lord say so. We'll be back at 7:00 Thursday. This is the best sports morning show on this side of heaven because my mama said so.
You